The Missouri Online Assessment Program includes the practice forms and the summative grade level assessments. To begin an online assessment, select the DRC Online Assessments icon on your screen. You will be directed by your test examiner or teacher to select either the Online Tools Training or the Test Sign-In option. Double-check to make sure the title and icon match what you have been directed to select. If you are directed to select an Online Tools Training option, there are additional options from which to choose. Each will provide you with the opportunity to practice with the tools and features for a specific online test. When you select one of these options for the Online Tools Training, the Sign-In window opens. If you are directed to select Test Sign-In instead of the Online Tools Training, the Sign-In window will open first. Here, enter your username and password. For the Online Tools Training, the username and password are provided just above the white sign-in boxes. Enter the information exactly as it is shown. If you are directed to select Test Sign-In instead of the Online Tools Training, your test examiner will give you a student login ticket or test ticket with your username and password. This is an example of what a student login ticket or test ticket will look like. When you have pressed the Sign-In button, the welcome screen opens. Make sure that the information displayed on the welcome screen is correct. Check your name, the name of the test that you are taking, the name of the test session, the name of your school, and your MOSIS ID. If any of this information is incorrect, raise your hand to notify your teacher or test examiner. If all of the information is correct, select the Continue button. Your teacher or test examiner will then tell you to select the test name to start the test. There may be more than one test name or session shown, so make certain that you select the correct test name. Read the test directions. Make sure to use the Next and Back button to read the information not immediately visible on the screen. Your test examiner will tell you when you may select the Begin the Test button. Do not select the button until your test examiner tells you to begin. The question screen shows the subject, the question number, and your name. When responding to a question, first read the question carefully and then review any pictures or charts. There are tools above and below the test question to help you complete your online test. The pointer tool is just like a mouse pointer. Use it to select other tools, move boxes, select answers, and perform other actions. You can also use the Tab key on your keyboard to move between tools, and then use the Enter key to select the tool. For some tools, the Escape key will close the tool. Use the Cross-Off tool to eliminate an answer choice that you believe is not correct. Note, in order to answer the question, you must select one of the answer choices using the pointer tool. Use the Highlighter tool to highlight important information. You can highlight most text and graphics within a test question. Remove all highlighting by selecting Clear All from the menu. Use the Sticky Note tool to type notes you can use for future reference. You can have more than one sticky note, and you can reposition, close, hide, show, reopen, and delete them. Cross-offs, highlighting, and sticky notes will be saved with the question when you move to a different question. Use the magnifier tool to increase the size of the image on your screen. You have two magnification levels to choose from. Use the scroll bars or your pointer to move around the screen. To close the magnifier tool, press the Escape key or select the magnifier tool and then select Off. Use the Line Guide tool to help you track a single line of text. Use the handle on the right side to drag the line guide. To close the line guide, select the tool again. When you have responded to a question, select the next arrow to move on to the next question. To move to a different question on the test, select the down arrow next to the question number and select a different question. You can pause your test by selecting the pause button at the bottom of your screen. A test can only be paused for up to 20 minutes. You must select the resume button before the clock counts down to 0. Use the flag button to mark a question to remind you to review the question later. Select the Review and Test button to see all of the test questions you have flagged for review. You can go back to a question by selecting anywhere on the row that represents the question. When you end your test, flags do not have to be removed. The responses to all flagged questions will still be scored. Some questions will require that you use an advanced tool, and some questions will require that you create your response. More information about using advanced tools to create a response can be found by watching the Advanced Tools tutorial videos. Be sure to watch all videos that are marked with your grade number. Instructions for using online tools and features are available to you during your online assessment when you access the Help Library. Select the question mark symbol in the upper right corner to open the Help Library. Then select Open Help. Use your pointer to browse any of the available topics, including testing tools, navigation tools, and how-to information. In addition, the Help Library also contains information about test directions. Information may vary depending on the test you are taking. There may be more than one set of directions. When you use certain features like the Sticky Note tool, for example, look for this question mark symbol in the corner of the feature. You can access specific related help information in the Help Library by selecting this question mark symbol. If you are unsure what a tool button is for, select the question mark and then select the What's This option. Question marks will appear inside each button. When you select a button, the Help Library will open to the specific information about the functions of that tool or feature. There are presentation features available during the Missouri grade level assessments. Color choice, contrasting color, and masking are available to all students. Text-to-speech, TTS audio, can be assigned to a student as an accommodation within eDirect Test Setup. With an audio accommodation, words and numbers, including information contained in graphics and formulas, will be read aloud. Audio will automatically play and can be repeated as necessary. If the audio is restarted after being stopped, it will start over at the beginning. If the audio is paused, it will restart at the place where it was paused. In addition to basic operations, the audio accommodation allows students to select from multiple starting points within the test question. Select the Starting Points tool to find the start point dots. Volume and playback speed can be adjusted. Select the Options button to change these settings. You can also turn the Follow Along option off and on by using the checkbox. In addition to the test questions, audio can be used to read pop-up labels, buttons, and the contents of the Help section. Separate start and stop playback controls are used for the Help section. Audio can continue to read the test question even when a calculator or other window, such as Help, is opened. Different background colors and font colors are available to make test questions easier to read. To change the background or font color, select the Options button. There are two options available. Color choices. Change the background color that will appear behind all text and graphics. Contrasting color. Change both the background color and font color at the same time. There are 6 color choices that can be selected. Select one of the background choices. Here, the pink background has been selected. There are 8 contrasting colors that can be selected. Select one of the background and font combinations. Here, the blue background with red font has been selected. If you need help with any of the color options, contact your teacher or test examiner. Another tool that can be used is masking. Select the Options button and select Masking. You can choose Add Mask or Show Hide Masks. To add a mask, choose the Add Mask button. A black box will appear in the upper left-hand corner. To place the mask, select the box and drag it to the desired position. To expand the mask, select and drag the lower right-hand corner to the desired size. To add an additional mask, select Add Mask. To hide the masks, select Show Hide Masks. To show the masks, choose the Show Hide Masks a second time, and the masks will reappear in the same positions. To remove or close a mask, select the X in the upper right-hand corner of the mask. You will know you are at the end of the test session when you see the Return to Questions and End Test buttons at the bottom of the screen. When you are ready to finish your test, select the Next button on the last question or the Review End Test button in the lower left-hand corner. When you select the Review End Test button, the test review screen opens. Check to be sure you have answered each question and checked all flagged questions. If you have left a question unanswered, or if you have flagged a question as a reminder, you have an opportunity to return to that question. To return to a test question, select anywhere on the row that represents the question. After selecting a test question row, you are returned to that question. When you have finished your review, select the Review End Test button to return to the test review screen. When you are ready to finish the test, select the End Test button. If you have any unanswered questions, the system will ask you to confirm that you have answered all the questions. You will not be warned if you have any questions flagged. If you have answered all of the questions, a note will appear that says you have answered all questions. You will be able to return to the test by selecting Return to Review, or when you are ready to end the test, select Submit. Follow the on-screen directions to close your test.